Now coming to the two examples here. Now when you go through the advanced control strategies, which I will be discussing in my later lectures, you can find these type of control loops. Now how to develop the transfer function for these. In the first example, we call this as cascade loop. Now if you observe carefully, you can find one feedback loop inside one more feedback loop. It is of a multi-loop system. Now I told you for a feedback control loop how to generalize it. That generalized equation you can apply here. So this ultimate inner loop, if I take G, then this transfer function will be equal to G1 GV GC1 by, that means let me take y and x. So whatever coming in this path of y to x, that transfer functions by 1 plus, because it's a negative feedback control loop, divided by all the transfer function loops in the system, G1 GV GC2 GM2. So this will be my G. Now after giving it as G, it is a main loop with a feedback loop. I will just picturize it R. So it will be my GC1, and this complete inner loop I have termed as G. With load, and C GM1. This is how I have simplified by taking the inner loop as one more feedback control loop and by terming it as G. From this simple, when you take this load as 0, then you can find C by R is equal to whatever coming in this path. That means here I missed one term, GP. So C by R is equal to GPG GC1, that come in the path of C and R, divided by 1 plus the complete transfer functions multiplication, G1 GC GC2 GM1 GC1 here. Similarly, C by L, when you take this as constant, will be C by L will be GP by 1 plus GPG GC1 GM1. Now when you have a simple feedback control system, you can apply the generalization method, and within one step you can find it out. And if there are any further complex control loops, then you can use this one step method rather than giving each and every equation, reducing and again simplifying it. In one step you can find. So let me take another example which is having some control loop in complex manner, and it doesn't have any proper simplified feedback control system. So now to develop a transfer function for this loop, let me take this one step method. C is equal to what it will be, I am going back tracing it. C is equal to G4 and a comparator here, which let me take this as A, which is G3 into A plus again this positive, it is going till here, which means A. So till now we have simplified G4 into 1 plus G3 A. A will be G2 of, again a comparator here, G1 into R minus again go backwards, it will be C, R minus C, then here negative minus of, if you go here it will be C. Now you can completed it to find the relation. Only thing you need to do is simplify it. C is equal to G4 into G3 plus 1 into G2 G1 R minus G2 G1 plus 1 into C. Now C is equal to G4 G3 plus 1 G1 G2 R minus G4 G2 G3 plus 1 G1 plus 1 into C. Now if you take this to left hand side, C by R is equal to G1 G2 G3 plus 1 G4 by 1 plus G1 plus 1 G2 G3 plus 1 G4. And from these two examples, I have very clearly explained you how to develop the transfer function. And if you want to go by step method, it's up to you. You can go, but it takes more time, and if there are more complex variable, it again increases the complexity in your equations. So better you follow this method. If you have any doubt, just comment it. I will be even explaining in the comment box. Now I am giving you one more example. Just try it how to develop this C by L and C by R for this loop, which we call it as feed forward and feedback control system. These all come under the advanced control strategies. Now here just you find out the C by L and C by R. Later in this lectures I will be discussing about how to develop these type of strategies. So in my next lecture you can find the solution at the end of the video. Thank you. If you like my video, subscribe to my channel to get more updates from my channel.